Hi, welcome back to my channel. I hope that you guys are excited to see some fall collections today from Simple Stories. Now, I recorded this and I felt that it was way too long, so I am going to go ahead and do a voiceover, and I've sped everything up. That means that I will be hustling to do the voiceover and I'll probably stumble a bit. I do apologize that at times it might look a little bumpy because it is sped up and my voice doesn't match my hands, but this way you won't hear me rambling forever. Some Halloween, fall, and school collections. And I think, all but one of the fall releases. They have two Halloween lines, and the other one was more kid-like. I wasn't keen on the colors. I'm back with the Simple Stories collections in my preferred storage, which are these Storage Studio paper files that I get from scrapbook.com. They house the papers and the 12 by 12 sticker sheets really well. And then I use the 4x6 iris cases for the ephemera and the stickers, and I will be putting that washi in there as well. So now I'm going to start off with School Rocks. This is a mini kit, which means that it comes with the papers and sticker sheet, and that's it. The first one here is called 4x6 Elements, and you can see that the back side has these cute little buses on a diagonal. The second one is really cool, typed, and it is off-white. And this one is the 3x4 Elements. That's the front side with the cards. That letterboard is so on point. Here are the 4x4 Elements. That's the front side, and the back side are these pencils. And oh, more letterboard. This one is called Teacher's Pet. That's the front side, which is a plaid. Very cool colors. This one here is called Ready, Set, Learn. That is the B side. I had them flipped. This is the front side. It looks like it's on an old-time chalkboard. This one is called I Love School. That is the B side. This is the front, which has all the little icons from the collection. And here we have the sticker sheet. I love the addition of some new things like that fidget spinner. Those lockers are pretty cool too. And of course, as usual, you got lots of little word strips to choose from. This is really fun, fresh looking collection. It has some on point things. Now let's move on to my very favorite. This is the fall collection. It is called Forever Fall. It is gorgeous. You can see here the chipboard set. I love the addition of this aqua color and some cute things like the sweater, the fox of course, and little cups. Very cute things. And oh yes, I love the text print on the leaves. That's one of my favorite things. So let's move on to the actual collection. First up, we have a paper called Be Grateful. And this is a nice floral. You can see there's also a burgundy and pink in this collection. Backside, a great denim with some little splatters. This one is called Changing Leaves, and it's one of my favorites. Look at the text type on the leaves, and then the back is a plaid, also with a little text inside. This paper is called Pumpkin Everything, pink and orange. It's really nice. Backside is a polka dot. This paper is called Get Cozy. It has a stripe with all the colors. I like the navy and the lighter blue and the addition of the pinks in this collection. It sets it apart from other fall collections. Backside is this gorgeous triangles on an off-white, and that did have a little bit of a text. Here we have Autumn Love. It's another floral, and can you see the flowers have like a wood grain effect on them? The back side is very neutral with little sprigs on it, so it's like a tan. I love this. This one's called Happy Fall, and those acorns make me so happy. I love all the little patterns, and there is text on the off-white background as well. The back side is a black and white. The white parts have a little bit of text as well. This one is more of a true black and white. This collection has like both. We have here Gather Together, a plaid, the text on the off-white, and then the back side is a darker pumpkin color with these little sprigs on it and some distressing. Here we have another floral called I Give Thanks. Backside has a geometric print, which is the lighter blue and the off-white, also with text on the background. That's throughout this collection. There's a lot of text print on the background. Here we have the 3x4 elements for the Project Lifestyle, pocket style. Really cute. The back side has a houndstooth. It's all like a Merlot color and black. We have the 4x4 elements, also really cute for the pocket style scrapping. And the back side is it's like concentric circles, overlapping circles in a light, it's like a dusty pink. I really like this dusty pink. The 4x6 horizontal elements, pumpkin spice and everything nice, will make everyone happy. I like that the white or off-white spaces have a really light text print, so you can write over it, but it's got more interest. The back side is a tiny floral with all the colors, and they're grouped so they make like a scallopy pattern. I've never seen that in any recent collections at all, so it really stands out. Here we have the 4x6 vertical elements for cutting out, and the back is a tighter stripe with all the colors, and these stripes look distressed. The sticker sheet lets you see all the main elements in this collection, so the fox and little birdies, the leaves that actually have like a newsprint. There's quite a bit of like a wood grain on some of them, and feathers, acorns, even pumpkin pie, and great sentiments. Also, there's quite a bit of tabs in this sticker sheet. Here I'm showing you on my iris case that I cut a piece of the ephemera packaging to do my title on the top of the case, and then I cut the packaging that shows all the elements to put on the lid. What I want to point out here is the 4x6 sticker pack, the saturation of color is different than the chipboard. It's a more vermilion type of orange versus the more traditional pumpkin color in some of the elements. Great fall banner, so cute with the little mushrooms. And the sentiments are placed very trendy like that autumn that's divided up and the little S. And I'm thumbs upping on the fox because of course my last name's Fox. One of my favorites I always say are the little tiny word strips, and what I like about this one is it's got little tiny pumpkins. How cute is that? And leaves besides the hearts. The little square stickers, and the pack that has all the different kinds of circles and little journal spots, and more square stickers. Simple Stories has come out with a new way that they're selling their washi in collections. They're in packs of 3 that coordinate. So for this fall, Forever Fall collection, this is my absolute favorite. It is that dusty, truer blue with the text printed leaves, and then we do have one of the floral patterns in the washi, and then the final one is a diagonal stripe with all the colors. They all look so good. I fast forwarded a bit. You can see I've got maybe half of the ephemera pack laid out, and I wanted to point out just a few things that I hadn't mentioned before. So in addition to things like the feathers and leaves and pumpkins and the fox, there's pumpkin pie. I did mention that one, but I wanted to also mention there's a wreath and a gathering in a mason jar and just a little sprig of these what look like to me either like a pussy willow flower or tuft or cotton tufts. So that's something I've never seen before. There are a lot of journaling spots in this collection. I really like the variety because there's some round ones, and then there are those ones that look like banner pieces. So that is the ephemera pack from the Forever Fall collection. It's Halloween time and I have to refrain from singing from Nightmare Before Christmas. This was called Simple Vintage Halloween, and you can see that the jack-o'-lanterns and the kids look really vintage, but I'm attracted to the neutral elements like the hearts and stars that have little patterns. 31 has a polka dot. This first paper is called October 31st. Look how cool this is. It has a cluster on the side already built in, and then the background has a spider web. It's very faded, but it's made out of text. And then there's these paint splatters all over. This page is like set for you already. Backside looks like a paisley wallpaper. The next page is called Fright Night. It's gray and white bats on black. The B side is a stripe, but it looks almost like fabric ticking with these little hash marks. Then there's like stamped and distressed little areas with text. Pumpkin Time, totally vintage. It looks like those little packets of seeds. And then the B side is a random Halloween newsprint. Jeepers Creepers is a buffalo plaid, and then the B side is the inverse of the bats. The next one is called Beware. It is also a plaid, nice and neutral. The B side is a white and black. It is white, polka dot, and some of them are distressed. This one's called Little Monsters. It looks straight out of the Little Golden Books with little poems and excerpts, all Halloween themed. Very vintage. The B side is a diagonal stripe. Really loved this one called Trick or Treat. The A side are stars, and they are in the several shades of orange, black, and yellow, some tan on a off-white background. The B side is a very crisp black and white true stripe. This one here is called Carve Master, and it looks like random Halloween washi strips all over. It's really cool. The B side is vintage jack-o'-lanterns. Moving on to the 2x2 elements. These are for a countdown. If you want to do something like October Daily, this would be great. All the numbers, they almost look like bones, but I think they're just fancy vintage numbers. B side is a polka dot. The 3x4 elements, some are vintagey and some just look pretty neutral. The back side is overall spiderweb pattern. 4x6 elements, I like that banner, and there's a repeat of that cluster from that first paper. The B side looks like vintage wallpaper. This 4x6 vertical has some great journaling spots, and then the B side has mostly black cats, but you can see little witches on brooms too. The stickers, what I really want to point out here are that the word strips look like washi and like tickets. They're not just plain rectangular word strips. Very vintage imagery on the stickers for sure. Once again, the washi comes in a pack of 3. So for this Halloween one, we have vintage jack-o'-lanterns all strung up in a row. Some have faces and some don't. And there's a little stamped, almost like a postal stamp. It says postal on it, just random. The second one is white on black, and it looks like tickets or just newsprint. It repeats pattern. I really like that one. And then the third one is the plaid, the Halloween plaid. Very versatile. I like that too. Here are the 4x6 sticker packs. I also want to point out, just like with the fall, the pumpkins and such have a more darker, vibrant orange color than the chipboard set. Just want you to be aware of that. Cute little stars and banners, and then all the vintage goodness for all you vintage happy people. Love that 31. Then we have our sheet with circles, banners, and date places. But look at this. These look like they're made out of metal and enamel, but they are printed flat. And then you have also some images that look like stamps. This sheet's cool too. It has lots of tabs and what looks like clusters of washi with type sentiments on them. Then we have some strips and some circles and the word strips. Now these are white on black. The text looks very much like a vintage typewriter, and it is slightly off-white and slightly distressed. Let's pick up with the ephemera pack. I've laid out most of them here. You can see a whole bunch of little kids in costumes. Of course, it's vintage, so they have some witches and ghosts and some that have jack-o'-lantern heads. There are plenty of other jack-o'-lanterns and pumpkins, some word strips with washi that will look like washi or that look like banners, a bingo card, some bigger ones that could be good for titles like Scary Sweet or Best Costume. And then, as usual with Simple Stories, a few hearts and stars. Those are the fall releases from Simple Stories: School Rocks, Forever Fall, and Simple Vintage Halloween. I hope you enjoyed me giving you a closer look at everything. Happy shopping!